Assalamu alaikum, y'all. Hey guys, this is your girl Saudi, and welcome back to Saudi TV. And we're back with another banger, and that's on period. Y'all, today I am talking to you guys about accountability due to the fact that it is the month of Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our fast, and may He also reward us for every good deed that we do during this blessed month and hereafter. May He also forgive every person that is not able to witness this blessed month as well. We're on the road to 400, so please make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the way to 400, so tell a friend to tell a friend, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your uncles, tell your grandpa, grandma, abuelita, senora, whoever. Let them know. Let's get to 400. At least let's get to 500 too. Like, as we get to 400, try to get to 500. Anyways, that's besides the point. As I said, today we will be talking about accountability and how we must take account for everything that we've done, not only within our relationships with people, but also within our deen and our relationship with God. So tune in. So first things first, I feel like since we're on the topic of accountability, we should talk about what is accountability. And accountability, I'm gonna put the definition from Google from right here. But me personally, I feel like accountability is when you actually take action, or at least acknowledge of the fact that you have been in the wrong or something, or in any situation at all. Like you acknowledge the fact that you have done something and it affected somebody else. So for example, let's say you and your friend get into an argument, and then you guys had a disagreement, at least. Let me not say argument, a disagreement. And then you realize that you was in the wrong within the situation. So you take accountability for it. You come up to your friend and you apologize for what you have done. But I feel like sometimes nowadays we don't even know how to apologize to each other, or we think being petty is a solution to everything when it's not. It actually just causes more tension, more headaches, more stress, and it's just too much. It's just honestly too much. I personally feel like I do take accountability for a lot of things that I do, but sometimes I feel like I don't. Sometimes I don't too, but not on purpose, because let's be honest, everybody likes to be right. Everybody likes to be prideful. Everybody likes to be right. Everybody wants to be right. But sometimes it's best when you actually sit down, think about what you have done, make sure what you have done is the same thing, and make sure you make the right decisions, and don't be biased. You know what I mean? I think a lot of us are man biased, and we don't even think like, oh yeah, I'm right, but are you really right, or are you just saying that so you could feel better? You know what I mean? So with accountability, let me start off with friendships and relationships. There were moments for me personally where I felt like I was right all the time, but sometimes I would really sit down. I feel like most of the time I would really sit down and acknowledge when I'm wrong in certain places, like majority of the time. I don't know if this is me being biased, but yeah, I feel like a lot of the times I don't think until after the situation happens, and I'll sit down and I think, I'm like, so what did happen? A, B, C, D. All right, A, B, C, D. And I say the story like A, B, C, D. And I think I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? But then I'll be afraid to apologize because it's like the damage is done. But little do you know, apologizing and going back to the situation and apologizing to the person that you did, I'm talking mad fast, but apologizing to the person that you did hurt within the disagreement or the situation, it does a lot. It does a lot, and it actually repairs. And I think putting your pride aside sometimes is very beneficial, and I think that we actually get rewarded for doing things like that, from just doing things for the sake of Allah. You know what I mean? So, and when it comes to disagreements with your friends, I feel like sometimes some of us do not like having a third party within the situation, because you don't want anybody else to be biased as well, especially if it's a friend of yours and not the friend of the person's, or if it's a friend of the person but not yours. So there's a good chance that they might agree with the person and not you, or they might agree with you and not the person. So I feel like when it comes to trying to see who should take accountability, or at least making sure you take accountability within yourself, you talk to a person that that is not biased. and a person that actually wants to hear both sides of the story. You know what I mean? Because if there's a person that likes to hear both sides of the story, those are the type of people you actually need, and they're the ones that actually will tell you you are wrong. You know what I mean? They will hold you accountable. And if you don't have a friend that holds you accountable, they are not your friend. Period. I'm mad loud. But yeah, they are not your friend. If a friend does not hold you accountable, they are not your friend. Let me tell you why. Who would want a friend that actually says yes to everything? Nobody want a yes person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this is nice. It's like a friend when y'all go out and you look like a hot mess, and that friend say, yeah, you look good. Like, knowing damn well you look like a clown, looking like you Ronald McDonald. Like, do you want a friend to let you look bad? No. So apply that situation to you having a disagreement with a person. You don't want to talk to a person about your situation, a person that is going to say yes to everything that you've done and thinking that you're right every single time, or to make you feel better. Your friends are your friends, and yes, they're supposed to make you comfortable. At the same time, they should make you uncomfortable as well, and make sure you are held accountable, and make sure they put responsibility on you for you, so you could fix your messes, so you could be a better person. Same thing with relationships. I think a lot of people in general, they do not like being wrong within relationships as well. I'm not saying put anybody within your relationship, because you know nobody wants anybody to be butting in their relationship. But like, again, talk to an unbiased person. And so I mean, like, talk to someone that is at least friends with both you and your partner, or at least someone that is just outside in general, that has no business, that does not know no background information on y'all two, and then just say the situation between y'all two, and then see what they say. You know what I mean? Because you actually hear people say, okay, like, from what you're saying, I feel like A, B, C, D should have happened instead of X, Y, Z. So then after that, you actually sit down and think about it, and you're like, yeah, that's true. Like, you know what I mean? But if you have your friend sitting there like, nah, leave him, or not leave her, or not cheat, what is that really a friend now? Is that really your friend? And especially it'd be about the smallest situations. You know what I mean? The smallest situations, they'd be like, nah, you right. But like, are you really right? Or they're just your friends and they're just trying to make you feel better? You know what I mean? So about the deen, I think that's really something I personally would like to talk about a lot, because I feel like that this not only applies to myself, but it applies to everybody in general. I feel like sometimes we don't hold ourselves accountable when it comes to following the deen and Islam. So like, for instance, like, you know, when it comes to certain things that we know is haram and halal, and like knowing like, I don't know, it's gonna holding us accountable for actually like catching up to the Quran, making sure we learn more knowledge about Islam, making sure we practice Islam the proper way. I think a lot of us do struggle with that, including me included, like, you know what I mean? And I feel like sometimes we feel like there's so much pressure because of, like, you know, sometimes we think Islam is too much, but in reality Islam is so very simple, and it's just really a guideline to us in life. Because although Islam says ABCD, it's like, this is a religion of understanding and peace. You know what I mean? It's not a religion of rushing. It's not a religion of force. It's not a religion of anything. Our religion, especially like our religion, is all about like making sure you find yourself and holding yourself accountable for anything that you do wrong. So like, let's say for example, you are struggling for not reading Quran, at least like, you know, on your usual days. Like, you know, if you read, like, for instance, me, I learned within 3 out of the 7 a week. That's what I started in Ramadan, mashallah. And inshallah, I'll be able to continue that process. Like, if I don't read, I have to hold myself accountable because of the fact that that was something I wanted to put within my routine. That's something I know that's important. That's something I know that's within my deen, that's within Islam. That's me holding myself accountable. However, if I'm literally saying, I'll just look at my book, collecting dust, and I'm like, the other day, the next day, and tomorrow, you know.
I don't know. I'm about to go home.
Why you keep on saying tomorrow?
Because tomorrow is when it's gonna happen. Oh my God.
Tomorrow.
Stop saying tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Am I really holding myself accountable, or I'm trying to distract myself to make sure like I'm holding myself accountable when I'm not? You know what I mean? Same thing with modesty wise. Like, I'm holding myself accountable for certain things I do wear, and like inshallah, the way I just get better, the way I just, like, I want to hold myself accountable for that. But like, it's a process, and it takes time. It takes time, and I feel like inshallah we will get there at some point, but also think about your friends as well, within the deen as well. Are your friends holding you accountable for anything that you are doing wrong? Are your friends holding you accountable for anything that you should be doing? Are your friends holding you accountable when you should be praying? You know what I mean? Like, all of those things. Like, when I tell you accountability, really, like, especially during Islam, like, it is very important. It's so important because it's just like, not only you need to hold yourself accountable, your friends need to hold yourself accountable too. If you have your friends that actually like tolerate everything that you've done when knowing that it's wrong, or those your friends that really want to see you in Al-Jannah? You know what I mean? Are those your friends that actually want to see you doing good in life? Are those your friends that actually worry more about the akhirah than the dunya? Like, are you understand what I mean? Like, y'all get me, friends? Y'all get me? So yeah, like, when it comes to like, when you're thinking about your deen, when you're thinking about your friendships, when you're thinking about everything, analyze everything in your life, and just sit down and analyze everything that's going on in your life. Are the people in your life are holding you accountable for your wrongs? Because if you really sit down and they're not holding you for your wrongs, are they really your friends? And I'm not just saying friends that will be there for you when you're getting jumped in something like that. Are they your friends that are actually reminding you to pray? Once again, are they your friends that is actually reminding you about Allah? Are they your friends that are reminding you about the akhirah? Are they your friends that are reminding you to go read the Quran? Are they your friends that are actually sending you hadiths and du'as? Are they your friends that are praying for you? And are they your friends that are going to be praying in your janazah and praying for you after you die? You know what I mean? Like, that's something I had to think about. Like, within this hiatus that I had with YouTube, I don't even know if I say the name right. Within my little 9-month, 10-month ghosting on YouTube, I had a change of life, to be honest. Like, you know what I mean? I started holding myself accountable for things that I shouldn't be doing in the first place. And I don't, like, when I tell you I don't regret it at all, I don't regret it at all. Because it's like, this dunya is nothing. Time is going by just like this. Time is going by just like this. And we're sitting here acting like it isn't. We're sitting here doing wrong when we're supposed to be doing right. You know what I mean? And I had to teach myself that. It didn't take me till December, January to understand that for myself. You know what I mean? And I'm still learning to this day. I still have my shortcomings. I still do things I should not be doing. But am I proud of myself for making progress? Hell yeah. Will I continue to make progress? Hell yeah. Inshallah, I will be. And I'm hoping for the rest of y'all too. Like, Saudi gang, Saudi squad. Let me call you that. Saudi squad. I'm hoping all of y'all make sure y'all can make progress too, because I love y'all. You know what I mean? Just like how y'all feel like don't put yourself down when you hold yourself accountable. So like, let's say, like, once you hold yourself accountable, make a change. Do what you gotta do. So like, let's say for example, you see yourself delaying prayers, right? And you sit down in yourself and you're thinking like, damn, I'm really delaying prayers, or damn, I'm really missing prayers. What do? I should start setting an alarm. If you have a friend that prays, like, if you have a friend that that is known, like, that you feel like that prays and that can hold you accountable for your prayers, ask that friend, hey, can you call me when it's Fajr? I have a friend like that. She calls me when it's Fajr. I have friends like that. They call me when they're Fajr. Like, Clubhouse gang, I miss y'all. Like, y'all the gang. But yeah, like, they call. They call me when I'm sleeping, when they know I'm sleeping. Have, like, oh damn, I need, like, let's say if you're trying to work on modesty, damn, I need to dress better. Look into the closet and see what do you think is not the most modest thing that you need to take out. You know what I mean? For example, me, I had a lot of tight clothes. I mean, I feel like personally I do astaghfirullah, but like, I'm working on it. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing I'm struggling with as well, wearing tight clothes, and see what you can do to substitute that. You know what I mean? Let's say, for example, you're used to wearing tight dresses. You can see if you can wear a closed abaya on top of that top dress. And there's very beautiful abayas out there. There's jilbabs out there. There's everything out there that covers your body from head to toe. You know what I mean? That's holding yourself accountable and making a change at that. Let's say if you're not reading the Quran, you can set yourself up with the schedule like, hey, I'm gonna read Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And you make sure you hold yourself accountable for that. And not only reading the Quran to yourself, but make sure you have a teacher as well. When you have a teacher, they actually help you with a lot, and you don't even realize it. You have someone to help you revise, someone help you learn, someone help explain new things. Like, you know what I mean? That's something I'm working on too, and I don't regret it at all. So like, my whole point about this whole video, this 15, 16, 17 minute video, is hold yourself accountable and make sure you have friends that hold you accountable. It goes a long way. And these are the same people that are seeing good for you, especially in this dunya, like, you know, especially in this dunya and in the akhirah. They're making sure that, I'm not even know if I'm saying these words right, but like, they're making sure in the afterlife, let me say the afterlife for people who do not know what the akhirah means. In the afterlife, these people that hold you accountable within your deen, these people that hold you accountable in general in disagreements, they will get you in a long way. And let me tell you something. There's a difference between people holding you accountable and people that are jealous of you every single time. The people that hold you accountable is making sure that you are doing right. The people that are just saying no to every little thing you do is just a natural hater. And avoid that. You could tell the difference. Don't make it seem like every person that's holding you accountable is a hater, because respectfully, no, baby. They're not. They're not. So make sure you have your friends that hold you accountable. Even if it's the smallest things too. Like, if you want to start small, start small. You know what I mean? If you want a friend that you know that is stronger than you in certain places, talk to that friend that is stronger than you in certain places and see how they can help you. See what they can help you with, and see how you could do better. You know what I mean?